BNC, 100% black and brown host around the clock. Finally, news that speaks to us.
American democracy is no stranger to voter suppression. For all of the major victories, like the landmark Voting Rights Act of 1965, there's been just as many attempts to roll back progress. One of the latest rollbacks comes out of Georgia and was signed into law by Governor Brian Kemp last year. Here to discuss the Election Integrity Act of 2021 and how it will affect the 2022 midterm elections is Bishop Reginald T. Jackson, presiding prelate of the Sixth Episcopal District of the AME Church. Bishop Jackson, welcome to Amplified. So glad to have you here with us.
Good to be with you tonight.
Religious leaders, they've often been at the forefront of political activism in this country, particularly in the fight for voters' rights. Why do you think that is?
Well, that's part of the legacy of the Black church. The Black church has always been about the task of social justice. And the greatest right we have in this democracy is the right to vote. So we're going to fight for anything in this democracy is going to be to protect the right to vote.
Now, you currently oversee more than 500 AME churches. How are you using that network, it's huge, to combat voter suppression?
Well, there's several things we needed. Number one, we have what we call Operation Voter Turnout, and is organized at a local church level. Every church organized to get out the vote committee. That committee has the responsibility of making sure that everyone in that congregation and extended to their families is first registered to vote. Then second, we want to make sure we have voter education. So there's ongoing efforts to inform our congregations on the issues that are before us. And then we mobilize to get our people to get out to vote. We check to make sure that everybody who is a part of our congregation gets out to vote, and in fact, their families.
Very important work. So let's go through this. The Election Integrity Act requires additional verification for absentee ballots, pushed up the deadline for absentee ballots from the Friday before to 11 days before the election, moved absentee ballots drop boxes indoors, and limited the amount of time that they're accessible. In addition, the mobile voting units that were introduced in 2020 to expand early voting are now only eligible for use in a declared disaster, and poll workers are no longer limited to Fulton County residents. So which of these changes, and there's a few there, do you think will have the biggest impact?
Unfortunately, I think all of them will have a huge impact because all of them are designed specifically to suppress the Black vote. You know, it's interesting. When absentee voting, drop boxes, early voting worked, for them, it was no problem. In 2020, we went out of our way to make sure we wanted to get a goal of 75% of Blacks voting early or by voting by drop box, and we believe it worked. And because it worked, they've now come up with this new law, SB 202, which is called the Election Integrity Act, which is really fraudulently named because its intention is not to provide integrity, but to undermine integrity. And so this bill is designed specifically to make sure that what happened in 2020 doesn't happen in 2022 and 2024.
Yeah, they can continually insist that there was some sort of fraud. But you were among 8 religious leaders to sign a letter to Democratic Senators Joe Manchin of West Virginia and Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona demanding an explanation for siding with Senate Republicans to block changes to the Senate's filibuster rule, a move that prevents Democrats from passing voting rights legislation. Why do you think it was important to publicly reach out to them?
Well, because I think they have a responsibility to explain to the public why, in fact, they would not do what needed to be done to ensure that the right to vote is protected for every eligible voter in this country. I am terribly disappointed that they were for voting on increasing the debt limit, a special provision, but not to improve voting rights. I don't think there's a good, credible reason that they have to offer, and I think that's why they did not have an explanation.
And then, of course, we know that money is extremely influential, which is why you applied pressure to major corporations in Georgia, like Delta Airlines. We all heard about that one. Coca-Cola, Home Depot. So I'm curious, what do you think of their responses, and can they do more?
They have to do more. In fact, my position is whether it's Coca-Cola, whether it's Delta, whether it's Home Depot, they don't discriminate when it comes to receiving our dollars, then they ought not discriminate when it comes to protecting the right to vote. Every eligible citizen ought to have the right to vote, and it ought not be made harder to vote. It ought to be made easier to make sure that eligible voters are able to cast their ballot. And I believe it's unconscionable that corporate America would remain silent when the greatest right of this democracy is at risk. And we are determined to make sure that corporate America also bears its responsibility in this process.
Yeah, it's really a situation where the public seems to have to be the ones putting the pressure on these corporations and others to try to make sure that voting is protected. So what can the people of Georgia do? And even all Americans, what can they do to support this fight against SB 202?
Well, I think it's important that all Americans act in response to legislation which has been written in 49 states, which really has the intent of suppressing and discouraging people to vote. And I think it's incumbent upon faith leaders. We speak to more people every week than anybody else in this country. It's important for us to cry loud, to sound like a trumpet, to rally our people. We are watchmen on the wall. And so we've got to do all that we can. And even though they passed SB 202, we are a resilient people. And one of the things about Black Americans, when you tell us what we can't do, we become more determined to do it. And I believe in 2022, they're going to find out that no matter what they've tried to do to make it harder, we're going to make a harder effort to make sure that every eligible voter gets to the polls to vote. And I believe that Blacks will respond to the challenge, and we look forward to making sure that what we did before, we can do it again.
But what about President Biden? What is his responsibility? What is his role in protecting African American voters?
Well, I think the president has a responsibility to make sure that the right to vote is protected. He is the chief executive officer of the nation. But let me also add, it's not his responsibility alone. He's got to have some help, because I believe the Republicans deliberately, intentionally, and willfully have gone out of their way to support voter suppression, because more and more, that's the only way they can win. They don't win if the majority of people vote. They only win if they're able to select their voters. And so therefore, it's incumbent upon all of us to make sure that we are in this together. That includes the president, that includes the Congress, that includes down the local level. All of us have a responsibility to ensure that the right to vote is protected. Without the right to vote, we really don't have a democracy.